Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 11 and has autism. And I paint with Owen, and he helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. I started painting with him several years ago to work on his fine motor skills, and I thought I was doing this for him, but it turns out that this is so much about me, and I just love painting. So I think, painting a sunflower. We shall see. That's always my response. We shall see. I'm doing it a little bit different than I normally, well, I wouldn't say normally do, because a lot of the things I do, I don't really know what I'm doing until I start doing them. So we'll see how this turns out. But I'm kind of doing it a little bit abstract. But we'll see. I'm trying to branch out a little bit on how I do different things. And I always say that yellow is one of the hardest things for me because it never seems to stay the way I want it to color-wise. And there's things you can mix with it, and you can put stuff, thickeners, and different stuff in it. But I haven't yet to figure out all of that. So for now, I'm just kind of just doing a little bit of abstract-ish, realistic-ish, not realistic really, but more than not, I suppose. And if you've watched before, I talked about my board. I need to get this I paint downward instead of like upwards, and so I don't know what I I laugh because I don't know what the angle, I guess everybody's different, but this works for me. And since I really don't know what I'm doing, I just go with the flow. But my board angles more, and I didn't want it, so I put something under it, but I didn't put it under both sides, so it kind of teeters, which probably isn't like the best, but I always say I shake anyway, so we just go with the flow. But I have a slight kind of, you probably can't see it on there because, but I slightly shake. I do a lot of different crafts, and painting was one of those things that I just never was going to do because I shake, and the perfectly imperfect paintings didn't, like, that just, I couldn't imagine not getting this right. And what is right when it's from your heart and it's painting, and it's just, so finally I decided, you know what, I'm going to just do this. And once I decided to just do the art, enjoy the moment with my son, it's changed so much for me because this is all about the art with my son and how, excuse me, how this has just kind of changed our lives, changed my thought process, and being able to do something with him like this is just, it's so amazing to me. And, every day, whether it's flowers or plants or animals, characters, blobs of abstract something, any of those. It's just a moment in time that I get to kind of reflect on life and all that it means, and all that it means for my son to be able to do this with me. And it's just something very, very meaningful to my spirit, and to how everything just kind of comes together when we let it, and sometimes I think about that, and I why did I worry all those years about having the perfect painting? Because it's just I love painting so much, and the years that I just sat there waiting to not paint because I couldn't paint. And if you look at I've been painting now, I think it's close to 5 years. It's all the days. If I don't know about y'all, but all the days blend together for me. So, I keep saying I need to look up the date, and I haven't. But it's all the years that I just kind of didn't paint, and now how much this truly means to me to be able to paint. So I encourage anyone that doesn't think they can paint. I mean it. Like, if you look at my paintings from a year ago, 2 years ago, there's growth. There's growth, and as long as you want to keep exploring and keep trying and keep finding your own pattern, your own way, your own art, then go for it. Just keep going and enjoying it all, because that's what matters. You're gonna find your soul in it. You're gonna find your heart. You're gonna find what you want to find in it, and then getting to share it with someone else, or getting to just be able to tell somebody, what, I made this, I did this. That's the thing. And so go for it. Go for it. I encourage everyone to just be a part of your heart. And like with my son, maybe there's someone else in your family that wants to paint with you, and you each take a moment in time where it's work on something, and see how it progresses together. And that's the beauty of art. We all have our interpretation of what we're looking at, or what we want to do. So I just encourage you to keep going and keep finding your heart and your mind and your soul in what you're looking at. Now, you'll notice this time I used 3 different brushes. That's like a huge number for me when I'm painting flowers. A lot of times I just have 2 brushes, or 1 brush, I should say. I don't know how I got started on that, but a lot of my paintings, let's see if I can find one without upsetting the apple cart here and knocking everything over. A lot of my paintings like this, I paint with 1 paintbrush. I just kind of put them all together and just go. And you can see some of this is a neon color. I talk about this a lot. I love the neons, and you can kind of see it in here too. And they do a little bit of a shine. It may be hard to see on there, but I love working with the neons. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know what I'm going to say. I love to watch paint dry. It's the silliest thing to me, but I absolutely love to watch paint dry. And I'll say it 1,000 times, because it's just, especially when it's the unexpected of what's going to happen, or way, something does. And so it's just, you just have to enjoy the moment. enjoy the moment of reflection and what you're seeing in each stroke, each thing. Um, so that's what I say. And like I said, I mean, this is part of my world with my son, and so we get to share our journey and everything that's about. So that makes me even happier. You are not alone. Your journey may not be autism, but you are not alone. So always remember that, the reflection in you. Yep. I think it kind of, in a way, reminds me of like a ballet sunflower, because the yellows always seem to be like a little more like see-through-y. That's the technical term. So I don't know. Now I sign this with O for Owen, and I always do that. And our signature is just as much about our story and the painting as the painting itself. And LB. And so that's, he is my foundation of why I decided to paint. And so that's why I have that there. And then if you've watched any of my other videos, I'm starting to do these paint blob. These are magnets, but I'm doing jewelry. I don't have any over here, but I call them my paint blob. I probably should find a more technical name or a better. I can't help it. I like paint blobs. But this is the paint left over, and this is a piece of wax paper. I'm going to try some thicker plastics, but let's see if I can do this without getting paint everywhere. I just kind of spread the paint out to make those blobs, just so it's a little more I guess thinner, and then kind of swirl something in there so it might look a little bit different. I don't know. Sometimes I just leave them. I just started doing this, and so I'm still learning what's gonna look good underneath the little glass thingies. That, again, another technical term, but there you go. So that takes a couple of days to fully dry, because it's kind of still a little thick in there. But this way I get to use my leftover paints. So those are my paint blobs, and they dry, and then I make the little things out of them. So that is my story. That is my journey for today. I've been painting every day for years now, so come back another day and watch us. There's several more to see. So thanks so much for watching.